This week on the Chase TV, I'm in central Alberta spot and stalking bull elk in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains. Let the chase begin. The early elk season can always be a bit of a problem for finding good bulls. The rut hasn't kicked in and the bulls are usually non-responsive to the calls. But this year I decided to put up a couple stand sites on some pinch points on the river where I knew the elk were crossing. And I was just hoping that I could get a good bull to walk on by. We just got into stand here this afternoon. This morning we came down to the river to we checked 4 stand sites to see which one had the best elk sign. This one's got great trails. It rained all day yesterday and fresh tracks this morning. So we're looking pretty forward to seeing some movement in here. Some good bulls, lots of cows, and here in this zone we do have a cow and a bull tag. So with the archery gear we can take either or. Both at the same time if we want. Like I say, early elk season can always be a bit of a gamble. And after 4 days of sitting those pinch points where I knew the cows were crossing and not seeing any movement at all, it was time to make a move. After 5 days, we only had one more encounter with a group of cows that came down to cross the river, but they wanted nothing to do with the calls. So I decided to head home, spend some time with my son, get packed up, and head down to elk camp in another zone where we knew there was good rut activity happening, and hopefully we could get into a good bull down there. After getting settled into camp, I was pumped to get after these elk. All I had left to do was check my bow, make sure everything was ready to roll, and hook up with my cameraman Doug and Wade and see if we couldn't make something happen. Good job, buddy. Well, that was a lot of fun. I could not get another point to grow on that lead bull. It's 3 point or larger here, and I was prepared to take it down if it was a legal bull. 35 yards, broadside, perfect. We toyed with them. That was a bigger bull, real good one, that was down, but and they're starting to run the cows, so that's good. We did hear bugles. Looks like the rut's, you know, somewhat on. So could have been a finisher tonight, but we'll see what we can get into tomorrow morning and hopefully end this chase. This is like 11 days. A lot of fun though. What a difference it made going down to our other elk camp, different zone. We were into elk everywhere the first day and just about got it done. But this is where this story takes a twist. That night in camp, Wade got called out. He's a helicopter pilot and had just started his own business. He got called out to do a flight, and to make a long story short, he didn't make it back. Wade was killed in a bit of a freak accident, some freak weather, and didn't make it back for the hunt. Wade's death devastated his parents, his brother and his sister, and pretty much devastated everyone that knew him. His passion for life and hunting was second to none, and you know, his memory will always be with us, and his hunting passion will always live here with us at the Chase TV. After Wade's death, it was a little hard to get back down to camp and chase these elk. But I wanted to get finished what we started. So I called my buddy Ian. He's a ranch manager of the ranch that we go down and hunt on. And I asked Ian if he wanted to be the shooter. I would like to step into Wade's shoes and take over the camera and see if we couldn't finish this chase and get a good bull on the ground.
I'm Ian Quering. We run about 600 cow-calf pairs on 10,000 acres here in southern Alberta. I don't get a lot of time to go out and do a bunch of hunting here, but been seeing lots of elk and know where they've been hanging out, and Les gave me the chance to go out and do some hunting, and I was pretty excited about that.
Looks like we got some good elk sign here. Fresh this morning with a fresh snow, so we're on to them.
We'd only hiked in a kilometer or so, and I don't know if we had either kicked up those elk out of their beds or they had gotten up and moved already, but I knew we needed to just stay, sit, and see if we could catch them moving again, and that plan, it paid off. Just make a slow move and get on them. It's okay, it's okay. I'm going to try to stop. Just get ready, get ready. The top one's going to turn. Here, just get against this tree. It's okay. That was a little scrambly, eh? That happened just like that.
We got him.
Good shot, Ian.
That was nice. Oh, that was sweet.
A couple chirps on that cow call, and that bull stopped and turned perfect broadside. Now, I know that bull was skylined, but we know that area, and there's nothing but miles of wilderness behind that hillside. Perfectly safe shot. Ian made a great shoulder shot and dropped that bull right in his tracks. Is he a 6?
Yeah, he's got one broke off here though.
Oh, he broke the top.
Yeah, he's all right. He's good.
It's a nice bull.
He's a nice bull. Very nice bull.
This elk for me was bittersweet. I had a real heavy heart not being able to finish this chase with Wade. But at that moment, I was truly blessed to be able to share this experience with another great friend in Ian.